I'm going to show you the step-by-step of making a blog in Blogger. There are a lot of other good blog applications. I like WordPress a lot. If you really want a real polished looking one, there's a blog available in Wix. There's a blog app available in Weebly. A lot of teachers use EduBlog. The reason I'm using Blogger is because we're using the Google platform, and Blogger is the Google app for making blogs. So this is how I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. Okay, so first of all, here's the handout. And you can look at this if you want to, but basically, and also 2 steps for RSS feed. You may need to go back and look at that after, even though I go through it in the video, because sometimes it takes a few times to kind of catch on to that. So what I'm going to go to is I'm going to go to up here at the top. I'm going to type in, since I'm logged into my Google account, blogger.com. So this is my Blogger. And you see right here, the last blog I made was for my summer class. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here, and I've got a lot of blogs, but I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to say, make a new blog. So the first thing you do is you go on the left side, you scroll down, make a new blog, and I'm going to choose a name for my blog, and I'm going to call it 4507 online. And then I'm going to hit next. And you want it to be free because you don't want to pay for an actual website name. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in here 4507 online. So it says it's not available. So I'm going to say 4507 online fall. (2022). Let's see if this one should be available. I'll hit save. And here it is, 4507 online. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create the layout and the theme. So let's go to the theme first. Now, everybody listen to me. This is where everybody kind of makes a little misstep sometimes. Do not do not choose the My Theme Contempo Light. I want you to scroll down here and make sure that you choose the simple theme. And the reason I'm doing that is I want everybody to have the same theme so that all of your RSS feeds are on the side, your blog posts are in the middle, and it all has basically the same format. So I'm going to hit apply, and got it. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to customize it. And the way I'm going to customize it, I don't particularly like this orange color, so I can change the background color. I can change the background image. And let's see, first I'm going to change the background image. So let's see, I like maybe the arts. I use a lot of different ones over time. I'm going to use the books this time because I just like them. Okay, so the books are the background. Then I don't want this kind of red color, so I'm going to change the color here. So I might say green, or I'm not in love with that either, so I might change it to purple. And you know I like purple. Okay, so I have created my blog theme, and I've done that, changed the background, I've changed the color, and after I do all of that, I want to go down and I want to click save at the very bottom. Now this is, let me see if I can pull this out. So I pulled it out, and see right here in the bottom right corner, you have the little save disk, you click save. So now make sure you do that or it will not save your background and your color changes. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to go back over here to Blogger, and I've already chosen my layout and theme, and I'm going to click view blog. And see, now when I view it, it does that. So I'm going to go back into edit my blog, So it's right here. And I'm going to go to layout. Now, the layout is important for several things. One, we're going to start adding our gadgets and our RSS feeds. So we want our gadgets on the right side. So the first thing we'll do is we're going to add a gadget, and I'm going to add a free gadget, which will be Wikipedia. And it hits save. So now I have Wikipedia in there. The next thing I'm going to do is I want to add a gadget that's an RSS feed. But the first thing I'm going to do, see now I have the blog archive gadget already showing. And I also should have the About Me gadget showing. So if I click on the About Me, it should have my profile gadget. I will show you that in just a second. All right, so we've done our first RSS feed, but before I go any further, I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to type in whatever I'm interested in doing my feed on something I'm interested in. Now, to get an RSS feed, the best way is to do in Google RSS feed on teachers and technology. Now, you're all going to be having different topics, but you might want to do one of your RSS feeds. You're going to do two on educational technology or teachers in technology, whatever. So I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to go to the top 90 educational RSS feeds. Now, the best thing is to always use FeedSpot if you can, because they have everything, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, here's one, educational technology, free tech for teachers. I don't want to open that and get the URL. What you want is right here, this right here, this free tech for teachers is what I want to copy, where it says, I don't want to say follow the RSS feed. I want to copy this RSS feed. It looks bad, but I'm going to do this. I know this looks like a bunch of gobbledygook. Most of the time I don't even open it. I just copy the link there. So I've copied that, and I'm going to go back to my blog, and I'm going to hit add a gadget, and then you're going to scroll down to where it says feed. Now you can put as many feeds as you want, and here's the feed URL, and then when I hit continue, it tells me even the title, Free Technology for Teachers, and there's the feed URL. Okay, here's save. Then what I want to do now is I want to view my blog. Now, if you look at view my blog, look what I've added. I've added the RSS feed on Free Technology for Teachers. I've added the gadget on Wikipedia. Here is my About Me profile, and the way that you will edit your About Me is you will click on your name and put in a picture and put some information about yourself. You will also have the blog archive on there as well too. Okay, so you have viewed your blog. It looks like this, but I want to make sure, I think if you read the directions, you'll have two RSS feeds. So what I recommend is you do one on the technology for teachers, and then your second RSS feed should be specific to your subject matter. So if you're doing special education and early childhood, do a search for RSS feeds on special education for early childhood, and go into to FeedSpot, and again, find that RSS feed. If the URL is not an RSS feed URL, it will say invalid URL. So go back to FeedSpot and find one that does work. So that's sometimes where I find out where it's the most confusing. All right, so after you've published everything and saved everything, you will have your view, your final view. Then the first thing you're going to do on the post is that you'll go back into Edit, and you'll go to Post. And then I don't have any posts yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click New Post. So be sure to save it after you submit your new post as well. So that kind of gives you a quick run through. If you have any questions, look at the handout or just watch this again. Thanks. And again, what the blog that you're going to post, you're going to send me, the blog URL will be this, what it says, view URL. It should have blogspot.com. If you do it in the edit mode, it does not open up your blog. So please don't do that. That should be it.